The ecologist has warned us time and again that petroleum is not only a blessing but also a curse. The content is abundant in fossil fuels. The region is relatively rich in mineral resources. Wheat accounts for approximately two-thirds of agricultural production in the area. Fertile soil is indispensable for a good harvest. A humid climate is characteristic of the peninsula. The active volcano erupts at regular intervals. The Panama Canal connects the Atlantic with the Pacific. The geographical features here are similar to those of our prefecture. More often than not, famine is accompanied by plague. The devastating earthquakes hit the state capital, leaving tens of thousands of residents homeless. Watch out, the ceiling is giving way. The weather forecast says the typhoon is likely to accelerate and approach the coast. It's still up in the air whether the game will be called off or not. So far, it makes no difference to me. It's foggy, isn't it? It sure is, but chances are it'll clear up later on. For the most part, modernization is identified with westernization. Urban culture appears to be attractive to many people, in particular to younger people. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Household appliances are becoming more convenient day by day. My income is not adequate to provide for my family of four, but we have to make the best of it. The popularity of a website depends on its content. You've got to keep up with it. Once you fall behind, it's hard to catch up. As technology rapidly advances, it's tough to keep pace with it. More and more people are rushing to make use of the interactive nature of the media. Innovation has something to do with the ability to notice unusual phenomena. A bunch of other companies are imitating our excellent methods. The once desolate valley are thousands transformed into a thriving hub of high-tech business. Although there's still plenty of room for improvement, his invention is superior to conventional equipment in every respect. The strength of the firm is attributed to its unique and future-oriented strategies. Sony has integrated a wide range of functions into this cool gadget. It's catching on from coast to coast. This tool comes in handy, so I always keep it close at hand. In general, consumers prefer quantity to quality. It's the other way around today. Obviously, the advertisement is aimed at teenagers. The factory now under construction will assemble 1,000 VCR units per day. Efficient machinery replaced manual labor. In those days, the gigantic corporation had a virtual monopoly over internal commerce. With restrictions removed, thousands of new enterprises have come into being. As a result of his ridiculous venture, he is in danger of going bankrupt. Compared to the previous year, business is looking up in terms of sales. However, we haven't made any profit yet. I'm going to be transferred to an overseas branch, or I'll miss you. Please drop me a line. While he was away on business, his wife gave birth to a baby boy. Apparently, Nick wasn't willing to take on the task because it would just add to his burdens. Bob had intended to take her out tonight, but he had to work overtime. Please estimate the losses by Friday at the latest. I'll manage it somehow. Nick, I'm counting on you. Okay, I'll see to it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. He pretends to be enthusiastic when his boss is around. He got promoted at the expense of his colleagues. He should be ashamed of himself. As the recession set in, temporary employees were laid off, one after another. Nowadays, many people are out of work against their will. Who is responsible for that? I've gotten pessimistic and I'm worried about something I would never have been concerned about before. Today, even white-collar workers are confronted with great hardship. The authorities are striving in vain to stabilize the currency. We've come to the conclusion that nothing is more urgent than reducing Japan's huge deficit. The questionnaires were distributed at random. All you have to do is fill in the blank below. Please print in black or blue ink. In addition to a 10% discount, you can pick out an optional excursion for free. Round trip fares to each destination as follows. Don't forget to confirm your reservation in advance. I won't. Be sure to check in at least 45 minutes prior to departure time. I attached my name tag to my baggage, but it soon came off. On average, this package weighs 2 pounds. This plastic garbage bag is free of hazardous chemicals. This flashlight is getting dim. It needs new batteries. Excuse me, how often do the shuttle passes run to downtown New York? The motel can accommodate as many as 400 guests. This suite is 3 times larger than my condominium. Littering in this facility is subject to a maximum fine of $500. The restaurant is always packed. We'd better make a reservation beforehand. Sorry to interrupt your meal, but I'd like a word with you in private. Can I get back to you later? The cook was astonished at his incredible appetite. What's going on down there? I'm curious. I have no idea. Excited fans were hugging around the rear exit, hoping to catch a glimpse of Michael. On encountering the celebrity, they asked for his autograph. Whenever I go abroad, I suffer from jet lag and diarrhea. I feel sort of dizzy and I feel like throwing up. You look pale. Take some aspirin. It will cure you of your headache in no time. I'm afraid I'm coming down with something. You should take a day off. Some of the ingredients in this beverage are harmful, especially if you are pregnant. Good nutrition is vital for an infant's growth. Moderate exercise stimulates the circulation of the blood. My physician advised me to refrain from alcohol for the time being. I don't want to get into shape and lose some weight, so I go swimming every morning. He caught a nasty cold because he stayed up late last night. The surgeon persuaded him to undergo an organ transplant. Since our father is bedridden, we take turns looking after him. Our hypothesis is that eating excessive amount of junk food contributes to early mortality. The government did not take appropriate measures to prevent the infection from spreading. The minister was obliged to resign from the cabinet. Many people regard the current compulsory education system as being obsolete. Many people encouraged me to fulfill my ambitions. To make his dreams come true, He dropped out of school and made his way to Tokyo. What do you do? I'm a college student, a freshman at Harvard. What's your major? Philosophy. Tuition will be raised by nearly 10% as of April 1st, 2001. I am of two minds whether to apply for the scholarship or not. Give it a try. As soon as he graduated from Keio University, he took over his family's business. You are not cut out for the military because of its rigid discipline. I am determined to make a living as a playwright at all costs. As he grew up, he learned to put things in perspective. Conformity is an essential element of our homogeneous community. I'd rather go my own way than toil away for a company. Trying to fit into a mold gets me nowhere. Tom takes after his uncle in personality. I mean, he is obstinate by nature. He never gives in. When the time is ripe, be bold or go for it, and go for it. I'll stand by you. I stand up for what I believed in and won't yield to any threat. If only I could conquer my weakness, it's up to you. You should make the most of this rare opportunity to demonstrate your talent. You won't let me down. I have great faith in you. You can make it. The spectators were moved by her graceful performance. In 1995, Andrew received architecture's most prestigious award. In the face of adversity, Mike accomplished an extraordinary feat. He deserves praise. The audience was impressed by his eloquent lecture. From a humble background, John achieved worldwide fame. He accumulated a tremendous fortune during the post-war era. He used to be well-off and generous, but now he lives from hand to mouth. Nick is by no means satisfied with the reward. He is selfish and greedy. You owe me $200 altogether, Bob. When are you going to pay me back? I'm sorry. I'm hard up. There you go again. To Brian's surprise, his debt amounted to a considerable sum. Stop clinging to your glory days, or you'll be left behind. You cannot escape from today's harsh realities, so you must adapt to them. Prosperity does not last forever. In other words, it will come to an end one of these days. Proper qualifications are required for the position. Computer literacy is a must. Enclose your resume in this envelope and submit it to the personal department. It's optimistic of you to believe that things will work out. At best, there's a 50-50 chance. Registration forms can be obtained free of charge. Please give us a call now if you want to participate in the workshop. For further inquiries, please feel free to contact us toll-free at 1-800-555-1212.